Okay, so let's do a little test drive. We are going to Chick-fil-A today. Let's turn this down. We'll be going to Chick-fil-A. I would much rather be listening to a bomb Spotify playlist on my way, but I figured I at least owe you guys another video. Since I've been away for so long, so let's film a test drive. You'll probably see this like the week after that update, but just know it definitely hasn't snowed twice. Snowed twice in 2 weeks. So don't, especially here in North Carolina, so don't get that fooled. But also documenting this just for insurance reasons, just in case anything happens. I doubt anything will. Dad called me and told me that the roads were fine. And he's in a rear-wheel drive Commander driving on snow roads, so if he can get through it, I can probably get through it. The only thing he's got over me is ground clearance. He told me once we got on the highway anyways that it was fine. So we just won't be speeding, not that we normally do, but we'll just be taking it easy. So the only thing that I'm seeing difficult here on the roads is there's patches where it's solid asphalt, and then there's patches where it's like packed ice, or packed snow, I guess you could say. So it's only when transitioning from the packed snow to the asphalt back to the snow is when it gets like uncontrollable. Because I'm going about 28 right now around this corner, and I mean I'm confident that nothing's going on. But then again, the person in front of me is on a Silverado, so I feel a little more confident that I can just kind of like go in his tracks and be fine. But Dad said that this road would be bad, and I mean he's right, and I imagine the other way that he went, because he went the other direction, it's more rural. I imagine that it would be worse that way. What are your thoughts on the new Wrangler? I honestly really like it. That's a car I could see my mom in. If she got like a Sahara with like leather and a hard top or something like that, then heck yeah, I could see that. But I doubt my dad is going to be buying another Jeep. But we said that about the Patriot too, and look where we are. We own a Patriot. So I don't know. I could see her in a Wrangler. I could see her in an XC90, an XC60, any Volvo really, because they're just unique cars, and you never see them around here. And that's what she really wants. She doesn't want a Grand Cherokee Limited or a Grand Cherokee Summit, because those are dime a dozen. She doesn't want a Yukon. She doesn't want a 4Runner. She doesn't want a GX. She doesn't want anything like that. She wants something that's not very cliche. And I think Volvo is very her speed. I don't know what else. I could see her in a G-Wagon, but that's obviously out of what we would want to spend, especially with me in college and stuff like that. Spending $100,000 on a car probably wouldn't be the smartest decision. She really likes the new Land Rover Discovery, but honestly, that's the same about an XC60 or an XC90. Probably 60, 70 grand before you get one that you actually like. So that's not probably going to happen. I don't know though. I'm trying to think of stuff, but yeah, I really do like the new Wrangler. Reliability, we'll see how that is. Of course, with it being a full Fiat product previously, the other one wasn't. It was from pre-Fiat days. So my friend actually has a 2014 Wrangler Unlimited. I think it's a Sport, but it's got backup camera, upgraded head unit, stuff like that. He's got about 89,000 miles on his 2014. He drives a ton. And he hasn't had any issues with it, and he beats the shit out of that car. He beats it to death. And he gives it an oil change maybe every 20,000 miles, which, I mean, I tell him not to, but, I mean, there's nothing around it. And, I mean, that thing is still running. The Pentastar is a bulletproof engine from what I can tell. It's just the new 8-speed auto in those Grand Cherokees is what I'd be hesitant about, because there's another fellow YouTuber that had one, and he had tons of issues with his. And I'm sure they're worked out since then. I have a ton of friends with the current generation Grand Cherokee, 2015, 2016, and they don't seem to have issues. I know we have a 2015 on the lot at Massey right now, and it's got about 55,000 miles on it. And it didn't seem to have any too many issues with it transmission-wise. It was just a little jerky to shift and stuff like that. But I also only drove it when it was cold. Other than that, as you can see, the roads are pretty much decent on the highway right here. I mean, I'm going 40, speed limit's 45, I'm going about 47, 48. I mean, I have no problem. It's no different than rain. I probably wouldn't get in that far right lane, but this lane is fine, and there's really no one out here. If you can't notice that I have an obsession with the Yankee Candle now, right here. Honeycrisp apple cider reminds me of the scent that I first smelled when I got this car. It's what the person previously used. And I don't know, it just brings back, I don't know, it's like a new car smell equivalent for me, I guess. And so I really like that. My mom is obsessed with fresh linen, which, I mean, that's so basic, but I mean, it's one that's really easy to smell good, I guess. But yeah, so my car smells like Yankee. I don't know, some people like Bath and Body Works a little better. I mean, Bath and Body Works is good for soaps and stuff like that, but I feel like candle and scent-wise, Yankee's kind of like the OG, kind of like the Yankees, J. Crew, and Bath and Body Works is American Eagle, if that's a good comparison for you. That probably went over a bunch of y'all's heads, though. Passing the BMW dealer right now, and everything is snowed in. The cars seem to be cleared off, though. They must have had someone come in and clear them all off. Okay, let's see if we can get through here. Oh boy, this looks deep. Okay, this is all snow. Oh, the Powerball is up to 550 million. My family doesn't play the lottery at all. And when we do, it's when it's those huge jackpots. And it's just fun to just imagine what you would do with all the money. 550 million after taxes, I mean, what's that? 300 million? So, I mean, imagine what you would do with $300 million. I mean, just think. I honestly would have no idea what to do. But then again, I'm sure I would be, I wouldn't have a problem spending it if I had it. But then again, I'm also content not having it. Okay. And here we are rolling up to Chick-fil-A. I checked on Facebook and they did make a post and say that, okay, let's see how well this goes. Hell yes! I plowed through that. Okay, the Civic is a tank. Comparatively speaking, I've never driven anything else in the snow, so you're probably the Northerners are probably having a ball about this video, honestly, because this is a lot of snow for us in North Carolina. Down in Wilmington, where I go to school, they got 2 inches and everyone was flipping out. Like, I can't imagine how crazy it was. So many people are already back at campus. And, of course, Snapchats and stuff like that were all over social media. Okay. So let me get... I have like, a ton of gift cards left over from Christmas. Oh, boy.
Thanks for choosing Chick-fil-A. My name's Cora. How may I serve you?
Hey, can I get an 8-count nugget meal with fries and a Coke with honey mustard and ketchup? And that'll be it.
Alright, so $6.50. We are supposed to serve you at the window.
I hesitated. I was going to get a cookie, but I decided against it. I also thought about getting a milkshake, but that also isn't a good idea when it's 31 degrees outside. Wouldn't be the best idea to thaw out. And another person from my high school's in front of me. I honestly can't get away from them all. If I'm honest with you, I hated 95% of my senior class. Everyone is still... I was the class president, so it's my job in the future to plan all the class reunions and stuff like that. And I made like a Facebook page for all of the students and stuff like that. And no one talks in it. It's honestly all, we're all still kind of segregated in our little cliques still. Which, I mean, that's to be expected, I guess. If you don't have an A-list card, it's basically like the Starbucks Gold card equivalent to Chick-fil-A. So you earn rewards and stuff like that. I think most people just do it through the app now, but the card is linked to the app. And so I just use the card because it's easier and you don't have to hand them your phone and all that kind of stuff. But gift cards right here. I think this one's got like $5 on it, so I'll put the remainder on this one. And then this is just for rewards. I don't think I've got any right now. I think I've got breakfast ones, but that's about it. Oh boy. I was surprised Chick-fil-A opened. Usually they're really, really eager to close. Okay, a car legitimately pulled in directly behind me from the road. So they're in the drive-thru line without ordering anything. So, I don't know, they must have forgotten something at the window? I don't know. Okay. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Alright, it's 120. Coupon and receipt for free Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Thank you. Thanks. Okay. Honestly, I don't know. Should I keep filming? I'm just going to keep filming, honestly. Strap in my Chick-fil-A over here. Let me pull in a parking spot. I kind of want to take a Snapchat of this. I literally will fight someone out here. Oh my gosh. I can hear people talking shit about my parking with my sunroof in it. So, they can freaking post up if they got a problem. I pulled a razor blade on them. Okay, we need some air. It's hot. Snow on the ground and I'm turning on the AC. Let's go. I'm ready to eat this Chick-fil-A. Okay, that's the curb. Oh my goodness. This poor car has been through so much. There's a Forester. I bet a Forester's a freaking tank in this stuff. I bet anything all-wheel drive is. I bet that's why everyone... My friend has a Quattro Q5 and she hasn't gone anywhere. And I said, why? You literally drive a tank. You could plow through... You could be a snowplow, honestly. She's gone anywhere. I texted her. I was like, hey, you want to come to Chick-fil-A with me? She said, no, Mom doesn't want me to go anywhere. Okay, that person literally just ran a solid red light. I guess the lights aren't changing. In our town, they're just building a cookout now. They built a new Lidl, which I don't know if that's a German grocery store that's like taking over the East Coast. Like, Wilmington got one. Like, everywhere around here got one. And it's kind of freaking everyone out. Everyone thinks it's like a conspiracy theory that like there's like underground layers in them and they're building missiles or something like that. But it's really just like this chain of just like generic grocery stores, kind of like Aldi and stuff like that. But we got a Lidl, we got a Cookout, They're building a new Hampton Inn or Holiday Inn or something like that. So we are getting some progress in this town. If you don't know, the median household income is 28 grand in this town. So it's not like we're very progressive and a high income area, because that's definitely not the case. I know in Jersey and up north and stuff like that, if you're making 100 grand, then you're barely getting by in Jersey because everything is so expensive. But around here, if you're making 100 grand, then you are loaded with money. And so it's just like, if you have a decent job here, then you are considered just extremely wealthy. Which is funny. But we won't get into money too much. But yeah, once you're on these main roads, the roads really aren't that bad. Hopefully this hasn't been too boring for you guys. As far as replacements for my car, I know I'm sure a lot of you are wondering, okay, why is that policeman just camping over there, honestly? He wasn't clocking speeds or anything, he was just camping in the bushes. As far as replacements on my car go, I don't really know. Dad hasn't given me a budget, so I haven't really looked into anything yet. It's probably not going to be a certified pre-owned IS 350, considering Brooks got that. Everyone's getting new cars. I honestly feel genuinely feel left out. Like everyone's getting new cars. Jake got the S60. Thomas got an S60. Brooks got the IS, which that was an extenuating circumstance. I mean, he totaled his car, which he would never do on purpose. So, I mean, that's not like he voluntarily got a new car. His mom got a GX. Someone else. Who else? Oh, my friend got an X1. So, I mean, it's like everyone I know is getting a new car. So, I don't know. I doubt I'm going to be crossing 100,000 in this. Dad said we should start looking probably around the summertime, because that's just a good clear time when I won't be too busy and stuff like that. So I can go without a car if I need to. We'll probably private party this car, because honestly, if I went to go trade in this car, they'd probably give me $4 grand, $5 grand for it, and that would just be too much. We couldn't take that. So if I private partied this, I could probably get, I don't know, 8,500, 8 grand. I'd probably list it for 9 and take 8 grand. I don't know. I haven't done KBB in a while, but yeah, this car, I mean, it's taken a hit, but I think once I hit 100,000, or if I hit 100,000, then it's just going to kind of stagnate around 5 grand, because I dare you to go on Craigslist and find a Civic that's less than 5 grand, because, I mean, anything with a Honda badge is going to have resale value in it. It's not like a Kia or a Hyundai with 100,000 miles that's going to be worth $1,500 bucks. Drag me in the comments if you want to, but I've heard so many horror stories of Sonata turbos and all this kind of stuff that I just don't want to deal with. I'm not interested in anything Korean at any point. I don't care if it's a Genesis. I don't care if it's a Hyundai. And that's just very stereotypical of me, I guess you could say, being a car enthusiast, not liking Hyundai and stuff like that. But they've given me no reason to think otherwise of them. And until they do, and until I hear all of good long-term reliability and quality, sure, they're great initial quality, but long-term wise, until they give me another reason to reconsider, then I'm not going to consider anything. But I guess I don't really have room to talk, considering we drive a Jeep. But it's all tit for tat, really. I mean, I want a BMW, and they're not reliable by any stretch of the imagination, and so I don't really have any room to talk about a Hyundai being unreliable or something like that, because I'd never want. We had a 2012 328i at work, and we might still have it, but there's a weird intake noise on it. It almost sounds like the turbo is going out. We've checked it out, and we can't figure out what it is, but it just sounds weird. It's got 78,000 miles, and I don't know, it just doesn't sound solid. But maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me being not used to a direct injection turbo inline 4. Okay, this person's they're going 15. I mean, they can probably go double that and be just as safe. And they're in a 4-wheel drive or an all-wheel drive Highlander. Like, this shouldn't be this much of an issue. Oh boy. And they still got the giant U-Haul sticker on their aftermarket trailer hitch. Shocker. Gosh, this is like killing me. I'm not going to be that person that passes them, but no, I'm not going to pull that card. But yeah, I mean, that's all I really have to talk about besides my Hyundai Kia rant and potential replacements for Mom and I. I'd love a 2012 or newer 3 Series with a CPO warranty. I'm looking at, I don't know, I'm considering there's a CPO 2012, C250 at the Mercedes dealer in Wilmington. That's really reasonably priced. The warranty would only be like a year on it. But still, I mean, I doubt that much could go wrong with it. I don't know. I just really want something a little bit more premium, a little bit more solid than a Civic. I'm such a car enthusiast. My dad is so anti-luxury. It kind of kills me because he's like, I didn't have a BMW when I was your age. And I was like, Dad, you also didn't have electricity. That's a little bit of a stretch, but I mean, he's just kind of unrealistic. I mean, if I wanted a truck, honestly, it would be no budget, just go out and pick me out an F-150. But since I don't want a truck and I want a car, it's like, wow, we're not buying you a nice car. So I don't know what that's all about. But that's just my dad, I guess. Well, anyways, I'm just going to end the video here, folks. This was just a little something for you guys to watch. I don't expect many of you to have lasted this long. But that's about it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video.